Alright guys, story time on this beautiful Monday evening, headed home. This story goes back a hot minute. Me and Dennis Johnson were riding down the road, and I was riding the passenger seat of his 76 Ford F100 or F-150. Had co-op grip spurs on the back, straight pipe, had USA 1 written across the front windshield. And we're riding down the road, and old Dennis, man, he's crazy. Like, that dude's, he was crazy. And he's just hooting and hollering. We got Hank Jr. blaring. And we're going down this little back curvy road that runs parallel with the river, little creek. We'd kind of walked this creek 1,000 times. And we're just running down through there, and while he's snatching the steering wheel, just being crazy. And he goes far left into the other lane. I didn't know what he was doing, and I'm kind of already holding on for dear life. And he snatched the steering wheel. We run off the road and run through this little trail. We're probably running 30, 40 mile an hour. And we run through this little trail, this little walking trail. And we kind of almost go airborne, and we land off in this little small creek that we had been to 100 times. Thank God nobody was down there. We'd have run over them. And we land nose first off in that creek. And I'm cussing Dennis. Dennis is just laughing his butt off. And we can't get out. Even with the co-op grip spurs, we can't get out. He puts in the reverse, we can't get out. He's nosedived it off in this pea gravel water creek. So somehow we got a hold of Steve Osborne and told him, hey, we need help. Old Steve come out there, and he had a 88 Ford F-150 co-op grip spurs, 302 automatic. And old Steve was about as crazy as Dennis. And old Steve, he said, I'll get it out of there. And I was like, man, I hope you do. He had this chain. I bet the damn chain was 20 feet long, 30 feet long. Way too long of a chain. Hello, Steve, he took advantage of it. He hooked that chain. He told us, he said, hook it to the frame. He said, don't hook it to the bumper. He said, hook it to the frame. And we did. And I stood outside the truck, watched old Steve snatch Dennis. He was snatching him so hard the back tires was coming off the ground on his Ford F-150. Man, I bet he snatched his butt 15, 20 times. And finally, old Dennis come out of there. Old Dennis giving it hell. Steve giving it hell. And he brought that old truck out of there. I got in the truck with Dennis, and I kind of tell Dennis, he I don't think he meant to do all that, But hell, he didn't care. We went right back to Hank Jr., raising hell. Well, fast forward about 2 weeks later, and we're in my Plymouth Velar, and I got a big old Mickey Thompson I-Series on the back, 6-cylinder car. Yeah, I know. But anyway, and me and him going down that road. He's in the passenger seat. I'm driving. Well, we're running this little gravel road, not far from where that creek was. We're running this little gravel road that runs parallel to railroad tracks, and I'm going there and snatching and going from one side to the other road, the other side. Dennis is freaking out like a 5-year-old, and so he's really freaking out. And I'm like, dude, you ran us off into a creek. Like, come on, man. And I'm snatching the steering wheel. I'm going left right now. I'm building up speed as I'm going, just back and forth, back and forth. And if anybody remembers them old days, man, that was a blast going down them gravel roads, man, and just basically drifting down gravel roads, That's basically what it was. Well, I lost control of that old Dodge, and we went off this embankment and jumped up on top of the railroad tracks. Oh, the car didn't even finish teeter-tottering, and Dennis Johnson bailed out of that car, cussing me. I thought we was going to fight. I'm laughing my butt off at him. I'm like, karma's a bitch. He's like, you're on the railroad tracks, man. I said, yeah, you're right. So somehow we got a hold of Steve Osborne again. Steve Osborne come out there and chained that old Dodge. Thank God he got there quickly, too, because remember, railroad tracks are busy. They still are busy this day. And old Steve come out there, and he hooked that old Dodge, and it didn't take much. He poured it off the railroad tracks, poured it back up to the gravel road. Oh, Dennis, he wouldn't even ride with me. Oh, Dennis got back he got in trouble with old Steve. He's like, I ain't riding with you. And, but yeah, man, I'll never forget that. And rest in peace, Dennis Johnson. Rest in peace, Steve Osborne, man. Both of them had left us too early. Two great guys, man. Had a lot of fun with those guys and learned a lot from old Steve, man. Good dude. But, yeah, man, guys, I appreciate y'all listening to these stories, man. And Any likes, follows, shares, comments, constructive criticism. I really appreciate it, man. Y'all have a good one.